And the way this is starting off, we'll see what Klein has here in the first inning, but Murray certainly showed us that he might be on his game.
Ibarra, he got the hit against him, but again, he was basically hitting everybody who he faced. And it was up high, bringing a good fastball to Canavas.
Well, he's one of those guys that climbs out of bed hitting, Ibarra. He's just a pure hitter.
Canavas hitting at 328. He's had a great year after somewhat limited duty a year ago. He's really come on with an exclamation point for Kent.
Maybe a little bit too much adrenaline here from Klein. That ball bounced way in front of home plate. And they seem to be having a really pointed conversation right now out on the mound.
Canavas played a year at Arizona. That shows you his ability level. But after a year, he went back to junior college. Now has really found a home here with an outstanding MAC program at Kent State. 328 batting average, 119 plate appearances. Strike. Good fastball.
Painting the inside corner, upper 80s.
Rocks and deals again. That one in the dirt. A nice block there behind the plate. By Nick Bredesen. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4. That is going to be the theme, I think, for the rest of this tournament. If you want to win it, you cannot give away free passes. This is just the first one. A leadoff walk, of course, is always ominous, but I base that on everything we've seen so far in this tournament to date. And a balk. And now runners in second and third with 1 out, just like they wanted for Rosa when they were trying for that bunt.
Well, talk about mistakes. Moving him up for free. Let's see. Oh, he started. You can see even the runner on second base, he was hollering balk. That little flinch.
Even though the pitcher had a shot at it, it would have been an extremely difficult play. So 1-0 on Hollander's bunt single to drive in Euro. And Nick Canavas, the batter.
Well, that's a big play right there. For Kent State to score early like this.
Get a lead for their ace.
Yep.
Who looks like he's in form, even though it's definitely later than he usually throws. Good ones can do it 24 hours a day, I guess.
With an earned run average of under 2, and you're facing him, you can't afford to be giving away runs. Not that that was given away. It was a leadoff double. Went to third on a ground out with 2 outs, and then a heads-up play by the number 9 hitter to catch him off guard and drop one down to third. Like I say, put the ball in play, good things happen.
Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, it was working from an 0-2 count against Canavas, and he's been working from heading the count for much of this inning, but that double by Euro and the bunt single by Hollander still allowed Kent to break through. Timeout.
On that lengthy first inning, and now the extension of the second inning is up that pitch count for Klein here early. He's at 40 pitches.
Swing and a miss. And they're out of the inning, but not before. Kent breaks the jam and takes a 1-0 lead. Go with half. Will be a very big at bat. Still with 1 out. Kent trying to break out in this game. No balls and a strike on that foul.
And a hefty cut on that first pitch by Canavas. He was looking for a fastball, got it in his zone, and he fouled it off.
Outside. Ball and a strike. Bases full of flashes. Two and one. They just can't afford to give up another free pass here. Not only just for the fact that it would drive in a run, but for the emotional impact. And they're going to get out of the inning with a pitch, quite possibly. But no, the slide disrupts the relay attempt. A good job there by Hollander. And as a result, the run comes in.
Yeah, the ball was hit a little slow, too. Two hopper, two high hops. Quick, you can see the second baseman, he looked and noticed that he didn't have a play at first. Turned to try and see if he could get the runner coming around third to make a big turn and maybe get the double off that way, but the hand clapped for the...
Below his typical level of control, but still pretty solid. That ball hit high in the air. Drifting a long run out there, and a tremendous catch by Canavas. He just kept coming and coming and coming, and finally snared it.
He had a long way to go, and that ball was hanging up there, and boy, he almost overran it. Full extension with that left arm. And he goes, oh man.
That was too close for comfort. And he almost had a disgusted look when he threw the ball back.
Well, he almost ran past it. He had to reach back. And
I think he feels that he didn't track the ball quite properly, although he made it look very spectacular.
It almost looked like he may have kind of hyperextended his elbow a little bit. He took the glove off out there and kind of worked his arm around.
I wouldn't at all fault him. He had to run a mile to get to that ball to begin with.
Yeah, I thought the way he was heading there with such a full head of steam that ball might not be caught cleanly.
It was hit so high in the air, but it was drifting away from him, which made it a little bit tougher. But I would say sensational play, and the great defense that we've seen in this tournament continues. And now they have to get Canavas, who made that awesome catch out there in left field, even though he wasn't pleased with himself. I think he should have been, because he traversed practically all of left field to get to that ball on the dead run, and then made a lunging, spectacular catch. And now he's got a chance to do something with a bat. It's below the knees, ball one.
Kent with another runner in scoring position.
They've had a lot of them in this game. Good block behind the plate there by Bredesen.
They're looking for that big two-out RBI hit to extend that lead.
They've left 7 men on base. They do not want Matthews to be the 8th. And all but one of those were in scoring position. Three balls, no strikes.
Well, you have first base open, but you have a left-hand hitter on deck.
And a very good one in Mammarella.
So it's not exactly the type of situation you want to get yourself involved in.
Strike. Lessing averages about 1 3/4 innings per appearance, so he's not a distance pitcher. So they're going to get some more activity going in the Ohio bullpen. You may not anticipate him going a lot longer, just basically being a setup man. Ball 4.
Right, throws the bouncer up there. Now he's got to force at any base.
It's hard to imagine a more immense opportunity for Kent. And now Ohio starts with an extra base wrap by Ty Black, one of the veterans from the 2015 championship team. A big double to start the Bobcat 8th.
Well, now it's the Bobcats' turn to show their bunting skills as this ball gets tattooed down the left field line and fielded off the wall in a hurry. The ball got back into second base quickly.
Yeah, look at that frozen rope throw. It almost got by and allowed him to scamper up and go to third. Giannini out there, so they put him out in right field. Ibarra's moved over to left and Garcia in center field. So inspired defensive replacement, although Ibarra did make that brilliant catch earlier. But chalked that one up for Giannini. And is up high to Canavas, who made one sensational catch and almost made the second, but couldn't quite prevent the tying run from coming in. And a strike there as Ogg starting to throw with confidence.
And dare we say 2 up, 2 down.
A lot of rallies have been sparked after that situation, including the Kent rally that turned a 2-0 lead into a 7-0 lead against Toledo in their opening victory in the series. Three and one.
Well, you want to throw a challenge pitch here. He hits a home run, you're still ahead by a run. You don't want to put him on, get that tying run to the plate. You know, say that here's my best fastball. Try and hit it.
And he did hit it, but he pulled it, yanked it foul.
He caught the catcher down in the bullpen. And you're supposed to have somebody down there protecting that catcher, and the protector didn't do his job. Catcher got nailed in the backside.
Ball 4.
Well, he tried to challenge him again with a fastball, but he missed on the inside part of the plate, or missed the inside part of the plate. And now that brings the tying run to the plate.
In the person of Mason Mammarella.
And he's looking for something he can lift into that breeze that's blowing out towards right field. Still.
Hinkler sacrificed Garcia to second. He eventually scored. Struck out his last time there. Hits the ball well. Coming in again. Goes Canavas, and this time he can't get it. He tried a similar catch to the one he made before. Unable to come up with it. And we got a tie ball game.
Well, nobody's more upset about this than Josh Hollander. When it first left the bat, I thought it might hang up there long enough for him to get to it. And with 2 outs going on the hit,
Very similar to the catch that Cannabis made previously. Again, he had to go on a dead sprint. Looks like he landed rather awkwardly. He got his glove on it, but he couldn't quite bring it in. And now Ibarra is up, so they put him out in right field. Ibarra's moved over to left and Garcia in center field. So inspired defensive replacement, although Ibarra did make that brilliant catch earlier. But chalk that one up for Giannini. And it is up high to Cannabis, who made one sensational catch and almost made the second, but couldn't quite prevent the tying run from coming in. And a strike there as Ogg starting to throw with confidence.
And dare we say 2 up, 2 down.
A lot of rallies have been sparked after that situation, including the Kent rally that turned a 2-0 lead into a 7-0 lead against Toledo in their opening victory in the series. Three and one.
Well, you want to throw a challenge pitch here. He hits a home run, you're still ahead by a run. You don't want to put him on, get that tying run to the plate. You know, say that here's my best fastball. Try and hit it.
And he did hit it, but he pulled it, yanked it foul.
He caught the catcher down in the bullpen. And you're supposed to have somebody down there protecting that catcher, and the protector didn't do his job. Catcher got nailed in the backside.
Ball 4.
Well, he tried to challenge him again with a fastball, but he missed on the inside part of the plate, or missed the inside part of the plate. And now that brings the tying run to the plate.
In the person of Mason Mammarella.
And he's looking for something he can lift into that breeze that's blowing out towards right field. Still blowing out there pretty good.
And he does slug it to left field, same place as before. And that brings in the run. And exactly, he provides an encore from that previous at bat. And Ohio leads 5-2.
Well, big clutch 2-out RBI hit in the 9th inning to put an add-on run, a little more insurance. The Bobcats playing good fundamental baseball here.